Hey groupies, welcome back to Form of Therapy here on the Culture Study. I'm the channel's video producer and your host. You can call me PD. And today we are checking out Backdoor by Stray Kids. Stray Kids, after the phenomenal God's Menu earlier this year, is back only a few months later with Backdoor. A lot of hype, I gotta admit, after God's Menu and so soon after God's Menu. This is a pretty high expectation, but I'm sure Stray Kids are up for the challenge. Now, before we get into this video, let's talk about today's sponsor, Skillshare. So guys, I'm curious, how have you guys been keeping up during quarantine? Have you guys been productive, or have you guys been tired of the day-to-day routine? I know I've certainly been going up and down, and one of the few things that has been keeping me sane are my Skillshare classes. Now, we've worked with Skillshare before, and we're still working with them because, one, they work, and I actually get testimonials from people in our community thanking me for introducing them to Skillshare. But if this is your first time or you need a refresher, Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of classes. So you can either learn a new skill, something you've been putting off for a while, something you've been wanting to do creatively, you can do that, or you can deepen your existing passions. For me in particular, I need to stay inspired. You know, being stuck indoors all the time can make you go stir crazy. So if you need to stay inspired, that's a great way to do so. Or you can get lost in your creativity because there are thousands of different options out there and millions of community members. So if you guys want any suggestions, I know there are a lot of people who want to get into filmmaking or video production. I highly suggest Christopher Rhodes' video on a budget video. You have to get started somewhere, and Christopher Rhodes has a YouTube channel called YC Imaging, which I personally follow, and his class is very, very useful. Or on the flip side, I'm actually trying something a little bit different. I've taken video production classes, graphic design classes, all classes related towards my career, but this time I'm kind of switching it up for my personal wellness. So there's a class on productivity and how to instill healthy habits. I'm trying to stay inspired, I'm trying not to burn out, and I'm trying to get healthy and instill new habits in myself. And this class has been helping me to start that process and learn how to stay on track. So I highly suggest this class as well. So if you guys are interested, signing up is easy. Use my link in the description below to get a free trial on the Skillshare Premium membership. And if you do decide to keep it, getting an annual membership is only less than $10 a month. So it's cheap, it's good for both your creativity, your career, and your personal wellness. I can personally attest to that. You know, in a time when there are so many important conversations going on, your voice is important now more than ever. So thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring this video, for helping us stay creative, stay inspired, and helping our voices be heard. Thank you for sponsoring this video. Thank you guys for supporting our community. Let's get into this video. This is Backdoor by Stray Kids, and this is your form of therapy. What is that, aggressive polka music? Oh. Oh.
Hey, you wanna come in?
Oh my god, there's so many things to focus on. Oh my god.
돌려내가 원하던 걸 다 볼래 이 문 앞에서 들리는 음악 소리 내 목소리가 터지도록 외쳐 멈칫할 시간 따윈 없어
What?
끝인가 보 머리 쓸 시간 빨리 두고 고생해서 주인 잘못 만난 몸 호강시켜줄게 따라와라 와라 백보드 새콤 아니니까 괜찮네 지금 들려오는 이 소리는 빵빠레 밤새 놀아보자 필요한 건 more caffeine 올라면 오던가 문을 열려라 참게 달라 보여 모든 게 완벽해지는 이 순간 두 눈앞에서 펼쳐지는 fantasy 내 목소리가 터지도록 외쳐 멈칫할 시간 따윈 없어 Hey, come and shut down.
Wow. 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 Wow, they've been really stepping it up with the transitions ever since God's Menu. This video even more so. Wow.
Hey, you wanna come in?
Wow. Okay, so the things I want to say are actually tied to the music video a lot. So let's just dive right into a second viewing, and I'll be speaking along more as we go. So let's get into it. Wow.
Hey, you wanna come in?
See, already, this opening already, first of all, Hyunjin's hair, holy crap. But this opening already has like the same kind of fun nature that God's Menu had, the opening had. Like the Ozo Ship Show, that opening, that it has that same sort of inviting feeling, you know? It's like, hey, welcome to the party, but like, there's something a little bit off about the party, you know? In fact, I feel like a lot of elements of Backdoor feels like a sequel to God's Menu. I will say, this whole chorus portion, you know, this is perhaps a chorus unique only to Stray Kids. I certainly have not heard anything like this. Wow. Wow. The editing is like so blinking you can miss it. So every time they're like moving this switch, God, the choreo is like so aggressive too. It's almost like the switch is opening up the back door. I have a feeling like the girls in the background right there, they're a little too noticeable. Like, they're like, they might be a part of like the JYP's next girl group or something. God, this bridge is so good. Wow. That's so seamless. Like, obviously when the flag comes in, like, it becomes green screen, but like, it's so seamless. It doesn't look like green screen before.
Hey, you wanna come in?
Wow. In many ways, it feels like a sequel to God's Menu. The songs feel like they're on similar par. The lyrics and, the intention of the songs themselves, Stray Kids have sung about some pretty emotional stuff, dark stuff, personal stuff, things like that. But God's Menu is, the lyrics, I can only describe, as a Korean listening to these, God's Menu sounds a little bit more fun and entertaining and kind of not necessarily goofy. Goofy isn't the right word, but there's a little bit of an absurdity to it, and that sort of absurd nature is also here. Even the opening, when Han Ji-sung starts rapping during the opening portion, like that part where they're dancing, even that dance looks a little bit silly, but like it's a little bit mischievous, maybe is sort of the word. Like, it's a mix of silly, but it's not stupid, so I would say, like, it has that kind of mischievous feeling. And the lyrics of authorized personnel only, back door, the song is basically saying, like, the back door often refers to like, it's the VIP entrance, it's where the celebrities enter through, so that you don't get mobbed by the people in the front door entrance. And they're saying authorized personnel only. If you want to join, just knock, knock, knock. It's sort of it feels like a song that's sort of about the exclusivity of that. It sounds like sort of like a party song, like a festive song. I particularly really like this era for Stray Kids. I think it's really fun. I think Stray Kids moving into something fun, the first one, we had like that kind of dystopian stuff with District 9. We had like really kind of like, I feel like sad stuff with like I Am You or Voices, even though Voices wasn't a title track. But like, I feel like Stray Kids' past music, it felt very emotional, and that's great and all, but we do need to evolve and sort of change and do something different. And I think they're giving us something that's delicious, something that's a little bit more fun. And I think the Go series, or I guess it's not the Go series because this one's called In Life, whatever the name of this series is honestly quite possibly my favorite. I think I have my favorite songs are like My Pace and Voices, I Am You. Like, I have favorite songs outside of this era, but this era as a whole, the packaging might be my favorite. I mean, Hyunjin looks amazing with the long gold hair. I think I'm just a sucker for long hair. Chan with the red hair. I think Chan with red hair looks really, really good. I think Chan with the red hair. I'm also a sucker for red hair. Not a lot of people do the red hair. Not a lot of guys do the red hair. But I have always been partial to spiky red hair. With each generation, they are doing, I feel like, different types of music videos. I feel like their Clay series was certain types of music videos. Initial District 9 era, those were certain types of music videos. I don't know how to quite describe it, but their music videos are also going through phases. I feel like this one is all about much more snappier editing. This one is about much more cool, interesting transitions and fun framing and fun camera work, fun choreography. It almost feels a little bit more like a stage spectacle, a Broadway spectacle. This set, it looks like they're filming in a museum, and it's like they're throwing an after party in a museum because there's like a security guard walking around. And I feel like the lever is both, opening the back door, but also like turning the lights on and off to avoid getting caught. As I said, I feel like the different parts of this video that I enjoy are probably the really fun nature of the choreography and the camera work. The camera work, there's a lot of like long one shots, but also snappy editing. If we go through just like rewatching the video, the opening part with Hyunjin where was he snapping? Let me see. Oh, he's not sapping, but it's just arm motions. But even during the arm motions, where they flash and transition on that, like even that is just like it's so stylized. I feel like Stray Kids, their music videos have never been so stylish. And I feel like God's Menu and now Backdoor are their most stylish music videos yet. And so I really like this era. But, you know, I would give Backdoor, I think I like God's Menu ultimately a little bit more. I would say God's Menu is a solid 10 out of 10. I give Backdoor, right now it's an 8 out of 10, but if I listen to it a lot more, I could give it a 9 out of 10, because right now that chorus is actually a little bit jarring, but I like it. But it's just like, you know how sometimes you have to listen to a song multiple times to really get used to it and really appreciate it? So that's kind of where I'm at. So I give this an 8 out of 10 for now, but I could see this becoming a 9 out of 10. But this era is perhaps their best one yet. But guys, what did you think of Stray Kids' Backdoor? How does this compare to God's Menu? What do you think of this whole era that we've been getting into? What do you think of this stylish, very in-your-face thing that we're getting from Stray Kids? Let me know in the comments down below. And guys, if you enjoyed this video, if you want to support us, visit us at patreon.com/formatherapy. For as little as $2 a month, you get early access to listening parties and videos like this, and exclusive J-pop reactions. But also for just a little bit more, you get live stage variety show, drama, movie club reactions. So check that out on our Patreon. But guys, supporting us monetarily is completely optional. If you don't want to or you can't, we understand. Why don't you go ahead and hit like down below, leave a comment, let us know what you thought about the video. When you interact with our videos, it helps us out with the YouTube search algorithm. Go ahead and check out all our other videos over here, and go ahead and hit subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified when we upload a new video. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.